Well, hello, everybody. We'll get started in just a minute. Welcome to our monthly roundtable for Notary to Pro. We're excited to talk to you tonight in our brand new year, 2024. I can hardly believe we're here. We'd ask that when you log in, if you'll put your location. Where are you calling in the Alana? Is it the chat or is it the what is it that they put that in?
Yes,
I can
in the
never
chat.
remember. In chat. So introduce yourself and where you're from in chat. I'm calling in from a special place today, Pagosa Springs, Colorado. And not my normal abode, but we're here on vacation and rode the Durango Railroad yesterday. The Durango Silverton Railroad didn't go to Silverton, but we rode in it. And tomorrow is dog sledding.
Mm,
So exciting. And
yeah.
Lori, where are you calling in from?
I completely forgot. It must be my age. I am in, where the heck am I? I'm in Mathis, Texas still.
Thank you, Lori. Boy, it took us a long time to get there. And Alana, how about you?
I'm calling in from Phoenix, and someone just said that the chat is disabled, so I will go ahead and enable that. Just give me a moment.
Oh,
I will
okay.
enable
All right. Yeah, we're going to need the chat today because we're going to get a lot of audience input on today's topic. And Andrea, you are calling in from home or work? Where are you in the world today?
Home, and that is Chile, Maryland. Oh, it's freezing out.
Chile, Maryland.
Mm-hmm.
All right. How chilly is Chile?
Well, we're looking at 17 degrees this evening.
Oh my
And
goodness.
possibly snow, but at the very least, ice on the road. So
That is very, very cold. And here in Pagosa Springs, I don't even think we're gonna, well, maybe we'll get down. And we're at 7,000 feet or something crazy. So, right. Well, good. Alana, were you able to, sorry to bug you, are you able to start the chat at this point or?
I am looking how to do that. I enabled
Okay.
it before, but it seems that
Okay.
it's off
All
today.
right. Well, let us know when we can do that. Again, Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome to our roundtable, the first one for January of 2024. Is it too late to wish everybody a Happy New Year? We're already on the 16th. I don't know. Is it still safe to do that?
It is.
Oh, good. Well, then Happy New Year. I thought we'd kick off. We have an interesting topic today, but I thought we'd kick off and I put you guys on the spot and ask for any New Year resolutions. Any exciting New Year resolutions? We'll get to Alana last since she is busy enabling chat.
Mine would be actually, you mentioned it earlier, and I didn't think of it, but I actually, my goal is to go through the Bible this year.
Oh,
Completely, but slower this time, to actually
slower this time.
slower and not just rush through it.
So you're doing a daily reading plan?
I'm trying to do it slowly because I keep going
Slowly.
ahead, and then I so yeah.
Well,
So
good. That's a wonderful ambition. I love it. Andrea, how about you?
Lori, I love your goal. That is a beautiful one. Mine is to just hopefully have a better year than last year. I feel like last year it was kind of just bumpy. And some of it was probably my fault in that I was not as focused as I should have been. So this year, I just need to focus on certain things that are going on in my life. For example, notary and work, and just instead of rushing through or trying to hurry up and get to the finish line, I need to focus and hone in and make things better.
A worthy goal, make things better. I like it. All right. I'll start, and I know this is going to sound cheesy because it's going to sound like we're promoting Notary2Pro, but we're going to make My resolution is to make this the best year ever for Notary2Pro. We're going to do
Nice.
amazing things this year. We have so many things in the works that we're going to start to release in January and February. I'm not going to talk about them today, but I'm super excited for everything that's going to happen for Notary2Pro. And Alana, I noticed you got the chat enabled. What's your resolution?
My New Year's resolution is to make sure the chat is enabled for the rest of the roundtable.
Okay.
I love it.
Perfect. Okay. Alana, if you could page ahead a little bit for us, we'll just remind everybody who we are and what we're doing. So this is us, and we meet once a month with friends and students and graduates of Notary2Pro. And our goal, let's keep going there, Alana. Our goal is to just give everybody 30 minutes of highly impactful information that either helps you grow your business, expand your skills, or just make life in general better. And online, we have my sister, Lori Glockner, who is she wears many hats, but mentors our students and runs our operation and accounting. And Andrea Dooling, who is our faculty notary and participates in many of our projects and initiatives and content. Thank you, Andrea. And Alana, I don't know if we have a title for you, but you're kind of a marketing everything and the person chiefly in charge of our roundtables. So we're so glad you're able to help us manage this today. And thank you all of our friends of Notary2Pro for watching. We hope we'll make this useful for you. We have kind of a light topic today. I was saying to everybody just before we got on, it's things you need in 2024. And really what we're going to focus on, just the things that everybody needs to have as part of running their notary business with some sort of product tips and advice. And to make this really useful, we really want audience participation and recommendations on some of the things that we're going to be talking about. So help out your peers by putting your thoughts in the chat, and we'll try to highlight any questions you might have or any comments that come out through chat as we talk through some of the things that we all need for 2024. So are we ready?
Ready.
Good to go. All right. Alana, kick us off here.
Alrighty, so we conducted a survey on your favorite products, and these were your guys' top picks, or for the people that participated. So your guys' favorite journal was the journal from the NNA. Also, your stamp and seal, also from the NNA. And then software, it was kind of a tie between Notary Gadget and Notary Assist. And for your printer, you guys are a big fan of the Brother brand. So any Brother HL printer, you guys were a big fan of.
All right, great. We're going to delve into some of those, but it's great to see what kind of the survey participants thought were really the best items. So let's start with, where are we starting? Journals. Yeah, everybody has strong opinions about journals, right? I see Lori and Andrea. I've done a total of one notarization in my entire notary career. So I don't think I'm positioned really to advise on the best journal, but Andrea and Lori, your thoughts on journal? You're showing us one, Andrea. What is that?
Yes, this is the Integrity Journal right on from Amazon. I do believe it's Clyde Hypner's.
Yeah.
I may have that wrong there. But I love this journal. It's, like I said, I got it from Amazon. I think it was like $16, $17. And what I love the most is that's different from the NNA journal, is that everything goes on this one page. And so if I am notarizing something for you, everything goes right here, and thus the next person who I might notarize a document for cannot see your information. And so I think that's really important. And so that's the reason why I really like the Integrity Notary Journal.
Excellent.
It
So
has
with the
benefit.
NNA journal, I'm sorry, Lori, go ahead.
That Integrity Journal has a huge benefit for California notaries. And it's because
Okay.
California notaries, at least what I remember when I was doing it there, for every single notarization for each person, you have to fill out your notary journal in California. So if there were 4 people that I was notarizing for, and they had 10 documents each, I was filling out 10 lines per person. And I went through pages, sometimes 5 or 6 pages in my notary journal. And so I was really excited when Clyde Hepner's journal was approved by California.
Great. Yeah. And I think that privacy aspect is really important. We advise, if you're using an NNA journal, and I noticed we've got a couple of folks who shared that that's their journal, which is fine. It's a quality journal. You do have to cover those lines, right? Because you don't want your last signing and their personal information shared with other people, right? Is that and that's kind of where you were going, is that the importance of having that on the Integrity Journal, right?
Absolutely. It is definitely a lot easier and saves me a lot of stress to have to worry about trying to cover it up and hoping that the shield or whatever it is I had in place versus just flipping to the next page and they don't, the client doesn't get to see that information.
That's right. Okay, cool. And Lori, you made the comment about not having to repeat that information on multiple lines. Are there other features that you look for in a journal?
So one of the things with the journal that you have to fill out in California is you have to do the driver's license for each line and completely fill out every line. That's what you're supposed to do. And so the other thing that there's another journal that I liked as well, because except you do have to fill out each line, is that the paper reacts to a chemical, so you're not having to use a thumbprint and get the black ink all over your hands. So you just put it in this ink pad and nothing comes off their hands, and it's not smearing everywhere. And then you can put it on the paper and it reacts and the thumbprint gets darker over time. That's one of the other features of this journal that I got from the American Association of Notaries. That's the journal I liked. But Clyde Hepner's, I mean, it's all kind of in one. And it's, the privacy thing is big because somebody said, I think Linda said in the chat that she uses index cards to cover the material. And I use big sticky notes. They have really big sticky notes. And so it doesn't slip around. But it's a thing that you just, when you're signing, you have to like keep covering things and things slip and move around and it just kind of gets annoying. So the Integrity Journal is great because you can use a binder clip to clip the previous pages or a paper clip, and then it's not all over the place.
Wonderful. So just as an aside, I invited Clyde to come onto our call, but he was tied up today, but we'll have him on in a future call to talk about his journey and how he got to this this journal. But Alana, any other comments or advice or questions from our audience?
No questions, but I think it would be fun for everyone to put features that they look for in their notary journals in the chat. And also just a heads up that I will be posting links for products that we talk about throughout this roundtable. And at the end, I will be posting a document that has all of our that has all of the product links that we talked about just
just for everybody's convenience, you can go follow the link and see what it looks like.
I have something else though. So
Okay, cool.
my other favorite features about this journal is that it lists a good 75% of the titles of all the documents that are in the a loan packet. So for example, it already has a borrower's affidavit here or a deed of trust. And so instead of me writing out the title of each document, oftentimes
Oh,
it's already here and I can just check it off that yes, I in fact did notarize a deed of trust or a seller's
okay.
affidavit, something like that. So that's a time saver as well. And if it's not listed, then I can always add it off to the side. But most of the
Okay.
time, most of those documents that are in a standard loan packet are listed here in this journal. So all you have to do is check it off.
So in the column for type of document, it
Mhm.
has those listed out, and you can choose which document you're notarizing or fill in the blank.
Correct. Uh-huh.
That's
Yep.
awesome. That's
Mhm.
awesome. Okay, good. Any additional feedback, Alana, based upon our last question?
No, none so far.
Okay, cool. Well, let's page forward and see what else we got to go on today.
The
Oh,
journals,
yes.
some of the other journals, like the one that I was telling you about.
Lori, we're having a hard time hearing you. I think you need to.
Oh, it's because I'm so far away. So some of the journals, though, as I age, the little boxes seem to get smaller and smaller.
Oh, yeah.
Harder to read. And
Yes.
so it's not that way with Clyde's journal. Like some of
It'd
them
be
are really tiny and you're like,
really small. Because they're trying to squeeze the maximum number of signatures into the smallest size book, right?
Choices of
Yeah.
documents.
Oh, right. Okay. And we won't share with our audience the specifics here, but both Lori and I had a birthday recently, and we decided to switch. She offered to switch ages. So now you're really going to need the readers, Lori, and a bigger, larger print journal. So good luck with that. No take backs, no take backs on gifts. Okay. So, all right. Okay, let's go forward. All right, so we did have on our survey choice of software, and I think that was it Notary Gadget, I think, came in number one with a big support from Notary Assist. Is that right? And we had Linda on from Notary Assist. We should probably get the folks from Notary Gadget to come on and Sue, I'm sorry, Sue Hope on for Notary Assist. We'll have to have the folks from Notary Gadget on at some point. Okay, so Alana, what just happened here? We have a nifty pop-up. What can you explain what that's about? I think you're doing a poll.
Yes, it was a poll. So it seems that, it's more split, that the majority of you actually don't use notary software. So
Really?
yes, so for the people that said that they don't, do you use spreadsheets or, good old pen and paper? What do you use to keep track of?
Okay. Yeah, we won't belabor the point here, but notary software, both Notary Assist and Notary Gadget, although it is a cost, there does come with a modest cost. I think we feel that it just provides such a benefit in time and savings for notaries and potentially missed revenue, missed appointments, and so forth. So. Andrea, you want to comment on that? I think we did a whole session on this back in, was that already October? Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you. Having some kind of software, unless you're an accountant, which I am not, using the software was a lot easier for me, especially when it came down to tax season and the Notary Gadget would calculate the like the tax bracket and how much money I spent for everything. It did the mileage. It does the part that's what is it I'm looking for, where you notarize a certain amount of documents and then it tells you what that tax break is. And so in the beginning, I used an Excel spreadsheet because I didn't have all the monies coming in or whatever. But then once I used Notary Gadget, their trial period, I realized that I was missing out on a lot of other things because it was pieces to this puzzle that I was not familiar with, taxes and the mileage and all of that.
Yeah. Yeah. It avoids a big headache come tax, especially if this is, well, I was going to say, especially if this is full time for you, but actually, even if it's part time and you're fairly, you're doing a fair bit of work, it can be a significant amount of work, just trying to pull together records. So wonderful. I encourage you to go back if you're interested in the software or what it does. We do have the October roundtable. Was it October, Alana?
Yes.
Yeah, on our website, you can go back and look at that at your leisure and fast forward on any parts that you'd like and focus on the things that are of interest to you. So good. And you put a couple links, I think, to the software up in the chat. Perfect. Let's page up and see what else we're talking about. Bags. Lori, Andrea, care to share your bag? Do you have it nearby? Lori, oh, the bags under your eyes, is that what you're talking about?
All the time.
Well, fortunately, those come free with hard work, right? It's a benefit of just living long enough to enjoy life, right? So these are some of the bags, and Alana, you drop those into the chat, I think, but these are some of the bags that folks identified on our survey as being their favorites, and we'll put the links to these so you can take a look in the chat. But I think one of the things that was really important to us and also to many of our graduates is the idea of a locking bag, right? Andrea, Lori, you want to comment on locking versus non-locking bags? Do you have a bag with a lock?
No, I do not have a favorite bag. My bag is kind of cutesy. But
like its owner, Andrea, right? Like its owner. Yeah.
But the little carrier bag that's inside that has my stamp in it and my embosser, that has a lock. So I have like a little baggie with the important stuff in locking case, but the big bag that houses everything, that's just something cute.
Okay, awesome. And big enough to hold documents?
My notary journal, my documents, if I need to have my laptop, a slew of pens, all of my little safety gadgets. It houses my notary handbook. Like it has a lot of different stuff. And so thus my bag needs to also have several different compartments. That's the qualifier for me.
Yeah. One of the items on this list is a personalized tote bag, which is roomy, but the problem is then you end up with everything is in one pocket, right? So you have to rummage through everything.
Well, not necessarily, because I carry a little locking clip and put all my stuff in there. And then I have documents, and then I have the envelopes, and I have those all separated out. So
separated out inside of a tote bag or a bigger bag, compartment bag. Okay.
Yeah. Because
any favorites for you, Lori? Is it just a cutesy bag like Andrea's?
I am definitely not going for the cutesy. It's more how to organize and how fast to get to things, and how I can separate everything in its own little compartment. So unfortunately, those things don't usually come with you.
Right. All right. There's the great bag controversy of 2024, and that's roller bag or carry bag. Any preferences?
Roller.
Roller. Okay, you like the roller bag.
I do, because some of the, if there's 5 or 6 jobs or something and it's all lined up and I'm bringing everything,
Mhm.
I can't leave documents in the car. I can't
Right.
leave stuff, especially in some neighborhoods. So
Mhm.
they all have to come with me. And with neck and back,
Excellent.
age, no. Carrying it,
Mhm.
no.
Okay.
Definitely.
I'm a backpack guy myself. I like it's a business backpack, but it holds a lot, right? And is sort of elegant looking, so saves your back, but you got to remember to actually put it on your back and not just carry it. Okay. Any comments or what's the consensus in the audience, Alana? Do we
It's kind of a tie. Some people are saying that they love the roller bag. And some people are saying that they prefer a shoulder crossbody bag. And
okay?
Joe brought up a good point with the no roller bag, because he says that you can pick up rocks and dirt outdoors and take that into your clients' homes.
Oh yeah, you don't want to do that. That'll get everybody upset, especially when they vacuum a few days later, pick up those rocks. Okay. So let's page forward. What else are we talking about today? What are the other things that you guys carry, Andrea, Lori, or our audience, in your bag, or that you make sure you stock? We have a list here. Is there anything we really missed?
The pins, I always get no smear pins. And that
Okay.
helps with, especially with those signers who are left-handed. And so the no smear oftentimes helps them a lot better. And they always tend to ask me, well, what kind of pen is this? Simply because of that. They have a hard time finding a pen that doesn't smear. So I make sure I get
Okay.
those that don't smear. I don't have a preference for notepads or binder clips.
Mhm. But all these things are things you stock.
Oh, for sure. And then of
Okay.
course your business cards.
Mhm.
I have a little thing that it's called a guide, but it helps those that are visually impaired.
Mhm.
I have a slew of different things in my bag. That bag is so heavy.
Oh, you mentioned visually impaired. Lori, you carry something that kind of helps with that as well, right?
Yeah, it's probably the same thing Andrea is talking about. So I have the magnifier page. So it's the flat magnifier that you can put on the page, but then I also
Mhm.
have where it's a magnifier and then it has the cutout for where you sign.
Okay.
So there's a couple of, and now I'm bringing just a magnifier too, but that's not necessarily for borrowers.
Okay. Good.
But
Alana just posted the link for one of the items. This one doesn't have a cutout for the signature, though, the one that I think you just posted. So
I don't,
perfect.
but I also just posted the document just because we're about to wrap up. So I just posted
Okay.
all of the product links in there, just so everyone can use those for reference.
Okay. Wonderful. All right. And the one thing I didn't see on this list, and we probably should have mentioned, is Lori, you use a really cool clipboard for your signings. Do you happen to have that you could show everybody, or is that in a different, is that not convenient?
it's locked in my rolling bag.
Okay, we'll do it another time. Actually, I think
But
we have a link for it, but can you just explain to our audience?
yeah, it's a smooth lock. It looks like a little briefcase, a miniature briefcase. It has a clipboard on the outside. So if you get into a situation where there's not a smooth surface, you can sign on that. But when I open it, it has a place for all the pens, all of the extra so notarial certificates, hand wipes, gloves, face mask. I put all of that stuff in this little bag, in this briefcase.
Nice. Okay, perfect. And we did put the link to that in our document. So we are at time, and I realize today's topic is a little, like I said at the very beginning, a little light. It's not our usual serious topic, but hopefully there were some interesting tips in there. Alana, what did we miss before we log off? Did the magnifier we talked about? Was there any other tips that we missed?
No, that's about it.
Okay, perfect. All right. Well, thank you very much, everybody. We try to keep these down to 30 substantive minutes. This will be out on the website within about a week or so, and you can watch if you'd like to, and also grab that document from Alana in the chat if you'd like to take a look at any more of these products. We look forward to. Do we have a date, Alana, for next time?
We do. Our next roundtable is February 19th, at 3 p.m. Pacific. And do we want to talk about the topic?
No, let's keep it a
Okay.
secret.
We will keep it a secret.
All right, we will announce, I promise. And thank you, everybody, and thanks for our audience. We appreciate you joining us. We really are so pleased at your loyalty and willingness to join us on these conversations. Thank you very much, everybody. And thank you, guys. Happy New Year. Appreciate your time.
Bye.
Hello, I'm Michael Ray, CEO of Notary2Pro. Thanks for joining us for this webinar. Be sure to see our website, Notary2Pro.com, for more information and resources. Also, don't forget to sign up with us there for great additional updates, news, and tools. Notary2Pro is the most respected professional signing agent course in the United States. Founded by Carol Ray in 2009, Notary2Pro has trained more than 10,000 notaries to become professional signing agents. Our graduates are preferred by more signing agencies because only Notary2Pro enables notaries to practice error-free signings. Thanks again, and see you next time.